Good morning. So we arrived Point Pleasant Beach, 4:30 a.m. About to board the Gambler for a Taugathon, Blackfishing, 12-hour trip. Let's get it. Good morning. So we made it to Point Pleasant Beach. It's about 4:45 a.m. We're here aboard the Gambler fishing charters. We're gonna go on a 12-hour trip. We call it the Taugathon. We're gonna do a little blackfishing. Let's catch a big one. So today's outfit, we got the Tsunami Trophy Series 7 foot. We got the Daiwa Lexa HD 300 XSP. Yeah, so here we're just sailing out to the destination early morning. As you'll soon see, the sunrise was just absolutely beautiful, amazing. Alright, we're just about at our destination, so it's time to get our bait ready. As you can see here, we're gonna start with white legger crabs, also known as the Jonah crab. We also had green crabs on this trip, but primarily we went with white legger, and I have to say I wasn't disappointed. Alright, soon you're gonna see me start to bait up the hook. Initially, we're going with a whole crab. We wanted to test it out and kind of see what they wanted. You'll see me bait the hook through the leg socket, then drop it down and see what happens. Excuse the wind. You'll notice on this trip is very windy, water moving, wind blowing, so you'll hear a lot of wind noise in the background. But yeah, first couple minutes, dropped it down. Not too much action, but once it started, it got going. The action picked up and it was quite consistent throughout the day. You'll soon see I got my first bite. It ended up being a short for Blackfish. I believe it's 16 inches. You'll see a lot of the fish that I caught on this trip were shorts. However, it was still fun. Really good action when it comes to tautog or blackfish. They're an interesting catch, a little bit different, a little bit of a different technique when it comes to catching them. As far as when you want to set the hook, ideally you want to wait for that big thump. A lot of times it won't be on the initial strike. You want to wait for that second or third strike where you'll get that big thump. Blackfish are kind of interesting. You know, initially they'll nibble and take a few bites, but ideally you want to wait until they to where they suck the crab in, and that's when you set that hook. You want to be quick. You want to get them out of the rock because they'll hook you up good. I've lost plenty of tackle trying to catch blackfish, but it's a part of the game. The quicker you set that hook and get them out of the rocks, the better your chances. Yeah, here I think I was gonna switch it up and try a different presentation, leave the legs on, but eventually I decided let's just get rid of it and stick to old reliable. I will say don't be afraid to switch it up, switch up your presentation, big bait, smaller bait, halves. Yeah, you never know. You never know. It doesn't hurt to switch it up. Sometimes fish are finicky and they won't like one presentation, but they like another presentation. So, and that goes for all fish, right? When you go lure fishing, helps to have multiple colors, right? Multiple lures, different types of options. You want to diversify and give yourself the best opportunities. At this point, the bite slowed up a little bit. I think we were at our either third or fourth spot. Although it slowed up, it stayed in the game. As you'll see here, just trying to stay locked in and get it done. Yeah, I think at this point I take the scissors and try to throw them, and I miss. I can't catch a break or a fish at this point, but um, kept it going. We stayed with it, and pretty soon you'll see that I'm back on it, and the bite starts to get a little hot again.
It feels real when a psychic gives advice, and especially when it gives you validation. Your goal will happen. They see it in the cards or in a vision. I'm Demos on the spectrum. But then they want to sell you some crystals. Now you gotta sleep with a crystal on your forehead. And that will make it happen. Along with tons of hard work and precision. And the revivalist kid.
Yeah, that last one you saw, it was pretty decent. I think it may have been just short though. I didn't take the time to measure it out, but Guess I had a bit of butterfingers at this moment, but yeah, he didn't want to be in my hand no longer. But yeah, don't worry, no fish were harmed in the making of this video. We got him out, took a look, and he swam on. They say you miss 100% of the shots you don't take, and in this case, pretty sure I missed both shots. Typically, if you swing and miss twice, it's probably a sign that they robbed you. But in this case, I wanted to stay a little patient, give it a little wait. But yeah, soon enough, I'll realize that they robbed me, and I reel it in. The volume was a little low, but at that point, I believe I said they got me. Then I looked at the camera and said they robbed me in broad daylight. Yeah, so at this point, the bite sort of slowed down again. I think I was at my second to last spot at this point. So, bunch of waiting. After this location, we went to our last spot. I didn't catch it on video, but got some nice hits in the last location. Actually got a keeper. But overall, I have to say it was a great trip. Had a great time. A lot of action. Pretty consistent throughout the day, although we did hit some cold spells. But overall, great trip. Taugathon, 12 hours. Well worth it. Thank you to the captains and their crew on the Gambler. Guys, if you're ever in Jersey, check them out. J. Coltrane Fishing signing out.